We are hanging down at the Air and Space Museum today, looking at some amazing aircraft. Hanging out with Lynn, hanging out with Adam. No, you're golden, brother. We're hanging out today. Most of my videos are all done free, and we just have fun and look at cool shit.
I took a picture of the black dude. Yeah.
That is an amazing picture of that guy. This is definitely an interesting aircraft. These MiGs are definitely silly because you've got the air intake right here. His legs would be basically right there, so you're sitting above center line. So any negative G movement, you freaking shove yourself down. That's just wild. All these Cold War planes are so freaking crazy. And you got the Russian freaking helicopter back there in the back. How'd you like to ride in that bad boy?
Oh, yeah. And see, when it took off, the wheels fell off the damn thing.
Yeah, just a rocket motor, no extra power.
You had to land on the skid.
I don't think the point was to come back and land, though.
Well, they wanted you to come back. They had a hydrogen peroxide rocket in it and alcohol. And when the two fuels, they had no ignition system. I'm sorry, sir.
You got the Space Shuttle Discovery. Yep, wouldn't go up in that. That's terrifying as fuck. Absolutely terrifying. So this is one of the planes like what my wife didn't want to ride on. This is a C-47. So Han, this is what I was telling you about. Remember Hans? This is the plane I was telling you about with Bungie. It is a fun little plane. There's actually, in the tail back there, if you go down the back of the neck of it, there's a little door that opens, there's a little gun that pops up. Guess it's easier to see here. But yeah. I used to ride with Hans from England, from Lute. And we would go to Germany in one of these. I miss Hans. I really miss him. It is such a cool fucking plane. And if you want to see something really cool, right up here, that's the Enola Gay. That is the aircraft that actually dropped the nuke on Japan. So, and that's super cool. Well, not that they dropped a nuke, but that aircraft. That is a cool plane. I love how they were chrome back in the day. You know, just polished aluminum. This is one of the planes I always wished I could have ridden on. The Concorde. Supersonic. Freaking epicness. That is freaking cool. Like, I just love to do supersonic flight. Like, just to go freaking wicked down the road in that thing. Tiny little windows, getting to freaking... I think you get to London from like New York in like just a couple hours. That is fucking sick. There's all kinds of cool shit here. Here's a top view of that Concorde. All the other cool stuff here. We're headed over to the Enola Gay. So right here is the Enola Gay, but take a look at this thing right here. We'll get a little closer. Yeah, look, it's got the German stuff. You got the V-wings.
Yeah, it's the Horton Brothers plane.
Yeah, that thing's freaking cool. Can't imagine riding in that tiny thing either. You have to basically lay down to fly it. I'm doing a video on it because I think it's funny that I accidentally took this man
Don't do that. Don't put
to a
my
gay
picture
sports
in.
bar.
Don't put my
So
picture
if you're ever in the area and you're looking for a good time and you like, you know, things like that, You know, good place. You got a Starbucks, you got the Brook, you got the fitness place. You know, this guy, you won't find him there again.
No, but this is it.
It was an accident, and I probably the one we went to before had a valet.
Brian. Thank you,
It
Brian.
had a valet. It was accidental. Definitely good environment.